There is a remarkable and resilient muscle at the very center of our being, a tireless engine that has faithfully served us every single second of every single day for our entire lives. We are talking about our heart. It is the silent, steady drumbeat of our existence, the absolute foundation upon which our vitality is built. Yet, as we journey past the age of 60, the health of this vital engine becomes one of our most pressing concerns. We hear the statistics, we know the risks, and we can begin to feel a sense of vulnerability, a feeling that perhaps the best we can do is simply manage the inevitable decline. But what if that narrative is fundamentally flawed? What if our heart health is not a fixed destiny, but a dynamic state that is profoundly influenced by the choices we make every single day? And what if the most powerful tools for fortifying this engine are not found in a futuristic medical procedure, but in the simple, profound wisdom of nourishment? This is a conversation about taking control. It is about shifting our mindset from one of passive concern to one of active, empowered care. Today, we are going to explore the four most essential, scientifically backed nutrients that are the cornerstones of a strong and healthy heart as we age. This is your practical guide to not just protecting your heart, but to actively nourishing it for a future filled with energy, resilience, and life. Before we can begin to build our nutritional shield, we must first understand the primary challenges that our cardiovascular system faces as we age. There are several key processes that can contribute to an increased risk of heart disease. One of the most fundamental is the process of atherosclerosis. Think of your arteries as smooth, flexible pipelines that carry oxygen-rich blood from your heart to the rest of your body. Atherosclerosis is a slow, insidious process where fatty substances, cholesterol, and other cellular waste products build up in the walls of these arteries, forming a substance called plaque. Over decades, this plaque can grow, narrowing the pipelines and making them stiff and less flexible. This process is driven by a number of factors, but two of the most important are high levels of LDL, or bad cholesterol, and a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation. This inflammation can damage the delicate lining of our arteries, making it easier for plaque to form. Another major challenge is high blood pressure, or hypertension. As our arteries become stiffer and narrower, our heart has to pump much harder to push the blood through the system, which puts a tremendous strain on both the heart muscle itself and the artery walls. Finally, the overall health of our heart muscle is crucial. Like any muscle, it needs the right fuel and the right conditions to contract strongly and efficiently. The empowering news is that each of these challenges, high cholesterol, chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, and muscle function, can be profoundly and positively influenced by specific nutrients found in our food. Our mission is to strategically incorporate these nutrients into our diet, creating an internal environment that is hostile to heart disease and conducive to a lifetime of cardiovascular health. Our first essential nutrient for heart health is a class of compounds that are the undisputed champions of the plant kingdom when it comes to protecting our cardiovascular system. Soluble fiber. We often hear about fiber in the context of digestive health, but its benefits for our heart are just as, if not more, profound. Soluble fiber is a unique type of dietary fiber that dissolves in water to form a thick, gel-like substance in our digestive tract. This gel is the secret to its heart protective magic. One of its primary actions is to directly and powerfully lower LDL, or bad cholesterol, the type of cholesterol that is a primary component of the artery-clogging plaque in atherosclerosis. It works in a very clever way. As this gel moves through our digestive system, it acts like a sponge, binding to cholesterol and bile acids, which are made from cholesterol, and safely carrying them out of the body before they can be absorbed into the bloodstream. This forces our liver to pull more cholesterol out of our blood to make new bile acids, resulting in a net decrease in our circulating LDL levels. It is one of nature's most elegant and effective cholesterol management systems. But the benefits of soluble fiber don't stop there. This gel also slows down the absorption of sugar into our bloodstream after a meal. This helps to prevent the sharp spikes in blood sugar and insulin that, over time, can contribute to inflammation and damage the lining of our arteries. By promoting stable blood sugar and insulin levels, soluble fiber helps to create a calmer, less inflammatory internal environment, which is much healthier for our entire cardiovascular system. So where do we find this incredible nutrient? The fantastic news is that it is abundant in some of the most affordable and delicious whole foods. At the very top of the list are oats. The specific type of soluble fiber in oats, called beta-glucan, is so effective that numerous health organizations have authorized a specific health claim for its cholesterol-lowering effects. Starting your day with a bowl of old-fashioned oatmeal is one of the most powerful heart-healthy habits you can cultivate. Other superstar sources include legumes. All varieties of beans, lentils, and chickpeas are packed with soluble fiber. Barley is another grain that is exceptionally rich in beta-glucan. And many fruits and vegetables are also excellent sources, particularly apples, citrus fruits, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and avocados. By making a conscious effort to include these soluble fiber-rich foods in your diet every single day, you are not just eating a healthy meal. You are actively running a cleanup crew through your system, safely removing bad cholesterol, and creating a foundation for clean, clear arteries. Our second essential nutrient takes us to the mineral kingdom and highlights a substance that is absolutely critical for managing one of the biggest risk factors for heart disease: high blood pressure. We are talking about potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte that has a beautiful and dynamic relationship with another mineral that we are all familiar with: sodium. The modern diet, particularly one high in processed foods, is often dangerously high in sodium and woefully low in potassium. This is a disastrous combination for our blood pressure. Sodium encourages our body to hold on to excess fluid, which increases the volume of blood in our system and directly raises blood pressure. Potassium has the exact opposite effect. It works in two powerful ways. First, it helps our kidneys to excrete more sodium through our urine. The more potassium you eat, the more sodium your body gets rid of. Second, potassium acts as a natural vasodilator, meaning it helps to relax the walls of our blood vessels. When our blood vessels are relaxed and less tense, the blood can flow through them more easily, and the pressure within the system naturally decreases. It is like turning a narrow, rigid pipe into a wider, more flexible hose. Unfortunately, many seniors do not get nearly enough of this vital mineral. This is often because the richest sources of potassium are the very foods that are often lacking in a diet of convenience: fresh, whole fruits and vegetables. By focusing on increasing your intake of these foods, you can dramatically improve your sodium to potassium ratio and have a real, measurable impact on your blood pressure. While bananas are famously associated with potassium, many other foods are even more potent sources. A baked potato with the skin left on is a potassium powerhouse. Sweet potatoes, avocados, and dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are also packed with it. All varieties of beans and lentils are another fantastic source. And fruits like oranges, cantaloupe, and tomato products like unsalted tomato sauce, are also excellent choices. The goal should be to include a potassium-rich food with every single meal. It could be a banana or an orange with your breakfast, a large salad with spinach and avocado for lunch, and a side of sweet potato or beans with your dinner. It is important to note that if you have kidney disease or are taking certain types of blood pressure medications, you should speak with your doctor before making a dramatic increase in your potassium intake. But for the vast majority of healthy seniors, consciously and consistently choosing these potassium-rich whole foods is one of the most effective natural strategies for maintaining a healthy blood pressure and reducing the daily strain on your precious heart. Our third essential nutrient is a category of healthy fats that are arguably the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds you can put on your plate: omega-3 fatty acids. As we've learned, chronic, low-grade inflammation is a key villain in the story of heart disease. It can damage the delicate inner lining of our arteries, making them more susceptible to the buildup of plaque, and it can even make that plaque more unstable and likely to rupture, which is the event that can trigger a heart attack or stroke. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically the long-chain versions known as EPA and DHA, are the raw materials our body uses to produce powerful compounds that actively resolve and turn off this inflammatory process. They are the body's own internal fire department, and a diet rich in these fats helps to ensure that our internal fire crew is well-staffed and well-equipped. Beyond their profound anti-inflammatory benefits, omega-3s have a number of other direct, positive effects on our cardiovascular system. They have been shown to be very effective at lowering triglycerides, which are a type of fat that circulates in our blood and is a known risk factor for heart disease. They can also help to make our blood platelets less sticky, which reduces the risk of forming the dangerous blood clots that can cause a heart attack or stroke. And some research suggests they can help to stabilize the heart's own electrical rhythm, reducing the risk of arrhythmias. The most potent and direct sources of these heart-healing fats are found in cold water, fatty fish. The acronym SMASH, salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring, is a great way to remember some of the best choices. Aiming for at least 2 servings of these fish per week is one of the most powerful dietary interventions you can make for your heart. And remember, the affordable and convenient canned versions, like canned salmon and sardines, are just as nutritionally powerful as their fresh counterparts. For those who do not eat fish, plant-based sources of a different type of omega-3, called ALA, are also very beneficial. The best sources are walnuts, ground flax seeds, and chia seeds. By making a conscious effort to include these powerful fats in your diet, you are not just eating food. You are consuming a potent, natural medicine that helps to cool inflammation, balance your blood fats, and create a profoundly healthier environment for your entire cardiovascular system. Our fourth and final essential nutrient for heart health is another mineral, a quiet workhorse that is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in our body, and is absolutely crucial for the proper functioning of our heart muscle and the regulation of our blood pressure: magnesium. Magnesium is often referred to as nature's relaxation mineral, and for good reason. It plays a key role in maintaining a steady, normal heart rhythm by helping to transport other electrolytes, like potassium and calcium, into and out of our cells. An imbalance in magnesium can disrupt this delicate electrical signaling, potentially leading to an irregular heartbeat or arrhythmia. Magnesium also plays a direct role in blood pressure regulation. It works in partnership with calcium. While calcium is involved in muscle contraction, magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation. This applies to the smooth muscle cells that line the walls of our blood vessels. Adequate magnesium helps these blood vessels to relax, which, just like potassium, helps to lower blood pressure and reduce the strain on our heart. Unfortunately, magnesium is another nutrient in which many older adults are deficient. Our dietary intake is often low, and our body's ability to absorb it can decrease with age. Certain medications, like diuretics and some acid reflux medications, can also deplete our magnesium stores. It is therefore crucial to make a conscious effort to include magnesium-rich foods in our diet every single day. The fantastic news is that many of these foods overlap with the other heart-healthy nutrients we have already discussed. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are magnesium superstars. Nuts and seeds, particularly almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, are packed with it. Legumes, beans, lentils, and chickpeas are another excellent source. Avocados and even dark chocolate, in moderation, can provide a significant dose. By building your diet around these whole, plant-based foods, you will naturally be creating a magnesium-rich eating pattern. A diet that includes a daily spinach salad, a snack of almonds, and a side of black beans with dinner is a diet that is providing your heart muscle with the essential mineral it needs to stay relaxed, to beat steadily, and to support a healthy blood pressure for a lifetime. As we weave these 4 nutritional threads together, the cholesterol-clearing power of soluble fiber, the blood pressure balancing magic of potassium, the inflammation-cooling benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, and the heart rhythm regulating role of magnesium, a clear and delicious roadmap to a healthier heart emerges. It is not a diet of bland, boring, or restrictive foods. It is a vibrant, flavorful, and deeply satisfying way of eating. It's a breakfast of oatmeal topped with walnuts and berries. It's a lunch of a large spinach salad with grilled salmon and a side of lentil soup. It's a dinner of baked sweet potato with a serving of black beans and avocado. This is not a diet in the traditional sense. It is a pattern of nourishment, a daily commitment to providing your body's most vital engine with the premium fuel it needs to run smoothly and efficiently for decades to come. And we must remember that this nutritional strategy is most powerful when it is part of a larger, heart-healthy lifestyle. It works in synergy with regular, gentle movement, which strengthens the heart muscle itself. It is amplified by stress management techniques, which help to control the hormones that can damage our cardiovascular system. And it is supported by the crucial decision to avoid smoking and to moderate alcohol intake. You are the chief executive of your own health. The knowledge you now possess is the most powerful tool you have to protect your heart. The path to a stronger, more resilient, and more vibrant cardiovascular future is not a mystery. It is a choice. And it is a choice that begins with the very next bite you take.